back to yet another political episode. So we got some news, some breaking news, if you want to call it. But we have it's kind of hard to say, but President Tshisekedi, or whatever his name is, President Felix has won re-election uh, in a landslide of around 70%. Basically, this was a huge, controversial decision, seeing that the president, if you guys are unaware, the Congo is in the midst of a civil war. Yeah, it's in the midst of a civil conflict. Uh, and this is pretty much hurting the Congo's economy, putting the Congo into a much desperate situation. You would expect uh, Felix here, Felix Tshisekedi, to do a much harder job getting reelected. But apparently, he got reelected pretty easily after an 11-day vote count. An 11-day argument of controversy of whether the president would be reelected or not. Now, we need to realize that the president comes from the UDPS, the Union for Democracy and Social Progress. You'll see, yes, it's more center-left, and that's the thing. The Democratic Republic of the Congo was founded after the First Congo War, which ousted the more right-wing Republic of Zaire and established this new, this Democratic Republic of the Congo, more libertarian, if you think of it, want to put it that way. But yes, more liberal, more progressive when it comes to that. Then the country fell into the Second Congo War, basically another civil war. And yet again, you could say this is the Third Congo War. It's basically the same thing. You could say this is the third. It was mainly the March 23rd offensive, which has been going on since 2022, almost 2 years now, unless. So basically, yeah, you got countries like Rwanda is basically in this March 23rd movement. The March 23rd movement has been a movement that was founded during, like 2012. You'll see. I want to think there was a previous rebel group with the same name back in the Congo Wars, but yes, this was same thing here. So yes, they've put notable attacks. You have March 23rd rebellion in 2012, basically 1 year, same deal. But this one, you'll see Rwanda is actively getting involved with the 23rd movement, which that hasn't really been the case in regards to, let's just say, 2012. So yes, 10 years later, a rebellion breaks out, and this rebellion has really devastated the nation's economy and the country in a whole. You could blame this on Felix, but Felix is going to say this is Rwanda's fault. Rwanda is to blame. And if you guys do not know the relations between Rwanda and the Congo, they hate each other. We don't really talk about Congo and the Rwanda that much because, there are a lot of other situations going around the world, like Ukraine and Russia, along with Israel and Palestine, China and Taiwan, and just so much things. But we seem to forget that, yeah, we have Rwanda, which has a bitter relationship with the Congo, and mainly because Rwanda was formerly a part of the Congo. What? What do you mean? Well, actually, were they a part of the Congo? I'm thinking of German Tanzania. Well, I don't know. I think in a way, yes, they were a part of the Belgian Congo. You guys can clarify, but uh, yeah, Rwanda not friendly with the Congo, fought against Congo in the First and Second Congo Wars, supporting the rebel groups against the government. This is their third attempt. Uh, so yes, you get Rwanda in the action there, but uh, it is mainly the 23rd group. Let's see. Yeah, it's mainly the 23rd movement, March 23rd movement, that is doing all the fighting here. Yes, and I mean the country has no choice but to elect Felix Tshisekedi, whatever his name is. They have no choice. They kind of have no choice to re-elect them because provenly he's the only guy who is experienced enough to defeat the March 23rd movement. In other regards, in regards to this election, you'll see that there are like other politicians, like Mose Katumbi comes from Ensemble, and I am unfamiliar if Ensemble is a centrist or conservative political party or another progressive party, but yeah, he is the governor of the Katanga province. He was the second place guy, lost by a lot. But the problem with him is he's not experienced to run this country enough, actively and aggressively. I would say our channel would support him. We're not really a fan of Felix and his democratic socialism in the Congo. So all support for Katumbi, but I understand why a lot of Congolese are going for Felix. Basically because you're in a war. You want to beat out and defeat. You wanted to defeat this group that is killing a bunch of people, and you want the war to end, and you fear that it's either Tshisekedi is doing so bad, we need a new guy to run this, or it's okay, Tshisekedi is doing bad, but Katumbi could do much worse. Or it's Tshisekedi is doing so good with this war, we have to let him keep going and fighting. All right, so it's three different ways. As a result, 73% of the popular vote for Felix Tshisekedi here. So what do you guys think in regards to the Congo? I know that this election took place during the 20th of December, and it had to be carried out because they extended the voting because the voting stations had not all of them have been opened on the 20th of December. So yes, voting officially ended on the 24th, Christmas Eve, and then finally the electoral vote count was started on Christmas, ended today, thus declaring Felix the winner. So what do you guys think in this situation? More Felix Tshisekedi. I did have a strong feeling that he would be reelected. Because then again, it's different than U.S. states where you're so black and white. I'm gonna vote for the Democrat, like in New York. I'm gonna vote for the Democrat, no one but the Democrat. Or like in Oklahoma, I'm gonna vote for the Republican, nobody but Republicans. Around the world, it's more, I'm going to vote for anyone who I think is going to do the good job. It's mostly independents or unbiased people. They're going to vote. I want to vote for the person that I think is going to do a good job. And apparently, a majority of Congolese are feeling that Tshisekedi is doing a good whatever. I'm just going to call him Felix. Many people think Felix is doing a good job. Many people are thinking that, if it isn't that he isn't doing a good job, they feel that he is doing what he can to kind of support the Congo and carry it through. It's like, Tajik, or they're thinking Tajik is doing really bad, and that maybe electing Takumbi would just make it much worse situation than it is already. So it's a gamble, really. It's a huge gamble. Toss the coin, see how it lands. It's a gamble for the money. So what do you guys think in regards to Felix's win? Couldn't have come more sooner. It took forever. I kept checking on the story. It was being so slow, and on top of that, they wanted to do a rerun. And that wouldn't work. So yes, they just called Felix the winner.